a Supreme Court ruling later this month that could overturn Roe v. Wade. Some pro-life activists are looking at ways to gain more ground. One America's Stefan Kleinsens has more from Florida.
Well, joining us now is Father Stephen Imperato, a pro-life activist, ahead of a march this weekend here in Florida. Father Stephen, thanks for coming on.
Oh, it's wonderful to be with you.
So let's start by talking about what movement you have going on this weekend and why here in Florida.
Well, actually, I'm part of this campaign to end preborn child killing in Florida, and we are sponsoring a men's march, the National Men's March to abolish abortion in Tallahassee this Saturday, June 11th, coupled with another event that we're sponsoring, the Rally for Personhood. And it's noontime till 3 o'clock this Saturday in Tallahassee.
And why here in Tallahassee? I mean, I know, Florida has led the way on a lot of issues. Why is there an abortion march here in the Sunshine State?
Well, exactly right. Governor DeSantis has been courageous, bold, leading the way on so many of the other issues in regards to pursuit of happiness, liberty. However, on the life issue, since I've been in Florida, and that's only less than a year, I have realized that Florida is kind of like the red state preborn murder capital of America. 80,000 abortions last year in Florida, 55 abortion facilities in Florida. And I think that Governor DeSantis needs to be, we're encouraging to be as bold and courageous and forthright on this issue of life as he is on the issues of liberty and pursuit of happiness.
So we know the governor recently signed legislation that banned abortion up to a certain point and kind of moved that timetable a little bit. And I know a lot of activists like yourself kind of want it to be more than that. So going forward, in light of this leak from the Supreme Court where we see Roe v. Wade could be gone, how does that change pro-life activism for you? Where do you go from there? Because for so long the goal has been to remove Roe v. Wade or to let that decision go back to the states. How does that change your activism?
Well, in my mind, Roe versus Wade being overturned would lead to personhood, constitutional personhood from the moment of conception. Roe versus Wade being overturned and just sending it to the state to the state, just changes the geography. Yes, it does expose the lie and declare that there's never been a constitutional right to abortion in this country. Of course, a lot of people are under that conception that there is a constitutional right to abortion. So overturning Roe versus Wade will end that and make it a state issue. However, overturning Roe versus Wade doesn't change the fact that we'll still be one of the three most barbaric nations in the entire world, along with China and North Korea, in regards to abortion being legal in this country up to the day of birth. And there'll be many, many jurisdictions that will allow abortion up to the day of birth, even though there'll be many states and jurisdictions that will outlaw abortion. Now, what we're hoping for is in two things. The micro and the macro, so to speak, in Florida, having a pro-life conservative governor, having a supermajority in the House and the Senate in Florida, and a majority on the Supreme Court of Florida, that once Roe versus Wade is overturned, it becomes a state issue, that Florida will go from being a destination state on abortion to abolishing abortion, because Governor DeSantis should be able to either call a special session once Roe versus Wade is overturned, or maybe once he's reelected in November, in the next legislative session, call for the abolition of abortion through personhood in Florida. And that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're encouraging to do. That's what he really needs to do, or Florida is going to become even a greater destination state for abortion.
And maybe that's what we'll see, like you said, after the Supreme Court ruling, after his election, maybe we'll see some more legislation here in Florida. And we expect that Supreme Court ruling really any time, probably looking at the end of this month. But Father Stephen Imperato, a pro-life activist ahead of your march here in Florida, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
For all our viewers asking where One America News